Hello and welcome to this video about my weekly structure. So this is a continuation of my Sunday reset, and if you're interested in that and haven't seen it before, go to my channel, look for it down there in my videos. It should be right there. If this is the first video that you are watching about my weekly structure, essentially I was talking about how on Sunday I reset my life and my brain around the tasks that are coming for the rest of the week, and then I start executing. So in this video I'm going to talk about more of the flow of every day and the flow of my energy and how I manage my day-to-day during the week. So as I mentioned in my previous video about my Sunday reset, I have a physical calendar, not this one, another one, where I manually note down my tasks that are in my online calendar. On Sunday evenings, I look at my online calendar and I write the items on the physical calendar, and I go day by day, one by one, so I know exactly what is happening in each day, and I can fix any conflicts if there's any that I already foresee on Sunday. And I also plan for the rest of the week. So I plan when I'm gonna do my workouts, when I'm gonna maybe see friends, and when I'm going to work, etc. So it depends on the time of the year, but usually Mondays are pretty heavy days. For me, the academic year, because I work at a university, is the heaviest time of the year. So Mondays come in with a lot of energy. People are back into work, ready to get things done, and Mondays are usually quite chaotic for me. So I try to start them in the most zen way possible. And if you want to know more about my morning routines, I will make another video and it's down there in my channel. So as I was saying, Monday is a pretty loaded day, and I usually just execute based on the planning that I did on Sunday. And then I usually work until like 5, 6, and I rest for the rest of the night because I need to keep some energy to confront the rest of the week. Then Tuesday is pretty much a continuation of Monday in my head. It's just like whatever I couldn't finish on Monday, it's just done on Tuesday. I have maybe other meetings or some just like planning or deep work time. I like to time block the activities that need deep work on my calendar. This is my personal calendar. I am not going to show my work calendar because it's private, but I am going to show the kind of time blocks that I would do. So for example, if I need to do a specific task, say like grant editing or anything that needs deep work like that, I would literally just create a task like that and put a time slot. Maybe I didn't have time to do this in the morning because there was an urgent meeting or something. Then I just move the task down to the afternoon. Or if I'm having a late lunch, 2 p.m. Let's say that I start going through this task and it's taking me longer than I thought. I just expand this, and you can contract it and expand it. So this is one of the reasons why I love Google Calendar. It's just so versatile, and I recommend it to everyone that wants to have some sense of organization in their lives. It also allows you to repeat tasks from one week to the other. So I absolutely love Google Calendar, 100% recommend it. So as I was saying, for the flow of the week, Mondays is work focus. Tuesdays work focus as well. On Wednesday, I like to take it a little bit lighter if I can, to continue till the end of the week, meaning that I still, I work, but maybe I don't work as heavy as I did on Monday. And then on Thursday, we go back at it. We're working again. Friday, I usually like to end a little bit earlier if I can afford it. And then I do not work on Saturdays. I have made a commitment with myself that I have Saturdays as a day off and I try not to work. And this puts me in a mindset where I have calm because I know that I am not going to work at least one day a week. And it gives me a renewal. Like I can just think about whatever ideas, just read, watch a movie, watch a YouTube video, and it makes me renew the topics that I want to be talking about, and it makes me feel like I am ready to go back to work on Sunday evening or afternoon, and like I am excited to go back to work. I think one of the reasons why people burn out is because they're just caught up on execution, and they need to have clear boundaries with themselves of like, I am not going to work on Saturday, I'm not going to check my email, I'm not going to see anything related to work. And that will actually give your mind some peace that you have clear boundaries and a structure to follow, because it will mean that in some ways you are safe. If you don't know how to create like these boundaries and have a certain limit and control over yourself and your own actions, then you don't really trust yourself, because maybe you told yourself, oh, I'm going to rest on Saturday, but then you work. Or you told yourself, I am going to work, and then you don't. So this gives you kind of like a distrust in your own actions to yourself. Like, if you committed to work on this day in the afternoon and then you don't, sometimes things happen. But some other times, if this compounds across years, you just don't trust yourself and you don't think that you can achieve the things that you want, because you have never followed through on the things that you said that you were going to do. Like I said in my other video, I usually plan my workouts as well when I'm doing my Sunday reset, because that also is tied up to when I wash my hair. So I usually do runs on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. If something is happening that week, maybe I'm going on a party or it's a holiday on Friday or anything, I can plan around this. I usually also go to the gym even on the days that I'm not going and running, just to stretch or to do some weights in my arms or to do some core exercises, to do some pull-ups. I'm trying to be able to do a pull-up one day, so I'm trying to train to get better at that. And then it's great to do some light stretching and stretch my body after a day of work. So even on the days like Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays that I usually don't work out heavily, I still sometimes just go to the gym around 5 or 6 p.m. just to kind of like have a really good stretch and give myself that moment just to move my body, gather my thoughts, and maybe I come back home afterwards and I work again if I feel like it. So again, as I was saying, one of my biggest tips is to use Google Calendar to schedule your week and schedule tasks. So I know that I'm being a huge advocate for Google Calendar. This is not a paid ad at all, but I just want to show everyone the flexibility and the versatility of tools like Google Calendar, where you can basically schedule out your perfect week and build systems of repetition that are literally scheduled with the help of the online tool. And this can help you reduce so much of the uncertainty around what you're doing that specific week. For example, something that I don't want to forget to do is call my little brother. His name is Gabriel, and so I have a reminder for Wednesdays at 5:45 to always call him. And the same thing for calling my family on Saturday. So I call my family twice a week, and I also have reminders for that to make sure that I do call them and that I'm not being out of touch with them for a long time. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this was useful to you, and I hope you got value out of it, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah. So as I was saying, Mondays is a
few moments later.